On the morning of June 18, 1982, a postman crossed Blackfriars Bridge in London. He looked down. A man's body was hanging from the scaffolding below, dressed in an expensive suit, pockets stuffed with bricks, nearly £15,000 in cash in several different currencies tucked inside his jacket. His name was Roberto Calvi. The press called him God's banker. He earned that nickname honestly. Calvi was chairman of Banco Ambrosiano, one of Italy's largest private banks. The Vatican Bank held a major stake in it. Calvi worked closely with its powerful president for years. For over a decade, Calvi had built something that looked, from the outside, like a perfectly respectable financial empire. Underneath it was something else entirely. Billions of dollars moved through a maze of offshore shell companies. Luxembourg, the Bahamas, Latin America. Loans went out to companies that barely existed on paper. Money came back through channels nobody outside a small circle understood. In May of 1982, the walls started closing in. Italian courts convicted Calvi of illegally moving currency out of the country. He was sentenced to 4 years. He stayed free on appeal, but the appeal wouldn't last forever. Behind the scenes, Banco Ambrosiano was already collapsing. Somewhere between $700 million and $1.5 billion had simply vanished. Calvi knew what was coming. He believed powerful people wanted him silenced before he could talk. By early June, he shaved off his mustache. He obtained a false passport under a fake name. He fled Italy. He told his wife his life was in danger. 10 days later, he was found under that bridge in London. At first, London police ruled it a suicide, a desperate man facing prison and ruin, taking his own life. But almost nothing about the scene fit that explanation cleanly. Suicide by hanging rarely involves 11 pounds of bricks stuffed carefully into 2 separate pockets. The scaffolding beneath the bridge wasn't easy to reach without help. And the very same day, Calvi's body was found in London. His personal secretary in Milan jumped to her death from her office window, leaving behind a note condemning her former boss. Calvi's family refused to accept the suicide ruling. They pushed for years. 2 separate coroner's inquests followed. Then, an independent investigation. Eventually, Italian courts formally ruled Calvi's death a murder. Prosecutors eventually charged 5 people, including a man with alleged ties to the mafia. The theory prosecutors presented was direct. Calvi had been laundering money for organized crime through his banking network. When the bank collapsed and investigators started asking questions, some believed Calvi might talk to save himself. Silencing him first, they argued, protected far more than just money. In 2007, after a lengthy trial, a jury acquitted every defendant. Insufficient evidence, the court ruled. Officially, Roberto Calvi's death remains classified as a murder. Unofficially, nobody has ever been convicted of it. The Vatican Bank, while denying any wrongdoing in the collapse itself, agreed to pay $250 million to Banco Ambrosiano's creditors. No formal admission of guilt ever followed. What's left, more than 40 years later, is a body under a bridge, pockets full of bricks and a paper trail leading everywhere and nowhere at once. Through the Vatican, through the mafia, through offshore accounts nobody has ever fully traced. If someone wanted this to look like suicide, they left behind 11 pounds of bricks and a fake passport. If someone wanted the truth buried completely, why leave that much evidence for anyone to find?